So there's a issue that happened at Howard University, and you had two Caucasian female students from Union High School out of Pennsylvania. Now they was on a class trip to Washington, D.C. And as you saw on the thumbnail, we'll post a picture up here. They're wearing Donald Trump paraphernalia. They're wearing the gear of a man that says neo-Nazis, KKK, alt-right have good people in them, even though one of them ran down a woman in a vehicle. So this is the guy that they're supporting at a very young age. So at the school trip, they decided to go eat lunch at Howard University. Don't know why they ended up at Howard University at all. Anyone who knows anything about Washington, D.C. or have been there know that Howard University is nowhere near the White House, the Smithsonian, the Capitol, the National Mall. Anything that you want to sightsee in D.C., Howard University is nowhere near there. But they took them over to Howard University. Now, the last time I've been to Howard University, my issue was with that Barney Fife over there. It wasn't with the students, because the students were real cool when I was over there, and also Lovely T was with me at the time, period. But you decided to walk into a HBCU with Donald Trump gear on and think no one would say anything at all to you. Let me tell you something. I have children, and at the age of them being teenagers, they know exactly what they're doing. They're in their right mind. Sure, some kids are silly, but they knew what they were doing. So they went on the Howard University campus with the Donald Trump gear on. And the moment they walked in there, it was reported one student told them, "I don't really think this would be a good place to be wearing the Donald Trump gear." And then after the student told them that, one brother walked up to them and said, "F y'all," because of the Donald Trump gear. Then someone else took one of their hats from them for being in there with Donald Trump gear. They felt offended. They felt upset. They went to Snapchat and Twitter complaining about what happened. Now, the chaperone ended up getting the hat back from one of the students, but you're going to bring them inside of Howard University with Donald Trump gear, someone who openly supports racism, and anyone who has a Donald Trump hat on, most people are going to say they're racist as well. That's just how people think about it, especially after the press conference that we saw last week that Donald Trump literally aligned himself with hate groups. The same president that's removing white hate groups off of the list for the FBI to monitor. The same president. And no one questioned that at all. But that's beside the point. So the little girl, the one in the Navy hat, went to complain on Twitter saying how she was treated and she should have been treated that way, so on and so forth. I'm not going to read all her tears that she's crying on social media. But after she made her little post, you have this one sister that made a reply to her. Let's put that on the screen. So the young sister says, "You came to an HBCU, one of the few places black people have historically been relatively safe from racism and openly supported a racist. What did you expect?" The little female responded, "I expected to get my lunch without being harassed." The sister says, "You expected to be openly racist in front of a large group of black people in light of what's going on and have everything be kosher?" Then another sister responds, "White privilege is amazing." And that's exactly what the situation was. I feel that I can walk in a group of black people with a president who is openly racist, a president who supports hate groups and only want them investigated by the FBI because they are the real terrorists in America, that president, and you're going to walk in Howard University right after the Charlottesville situation with a Donald Trump hat on. There are even other Caucasians that would look at you funny wearing a Donald Trump hat now because of his position on what happened in Charlottesville, how he aligned himself with white supremacist terrorists. It's just that simple. Now, your chaperone should have been smart. Your chaperone should have said, no one should wear anything politically charged on this educational trip. Then you could have went to Howard and there'd been no problem. Nobody would have told you nothing over there. But you go in there with Donald Trump gear and all of a sudden you're a victim? Please. These people sometimes get on my last good nerve. They think they can go around you and do whatever the hell they want to do. Then when you tell them something about themselves that they coming around you, oh, I'm the victim. And she gonna write, oh, the black people at the university, they're the real racists. How? You don't even know what the word racism mean. That's the funny part about these idiots. You don't even know what the word racism mean. How can you say black people that don't like what you're wearing, because this guy is literally supporting groups who are openly racist? And those you need to know what racism means is a person that believes their race is superior to one another. That's the ideology of the Klan. That's the ideology of neo-Nazis. That's the ideology of a lot of those people in the alt-right. That's their ideology. So yes, you are supporting a racist. If Donald Trump's aligning himself with those groups, then he is a racist as well. And what makes people like Donald Trump dangerous is because they have power attached with their racism. We don't care if you're racist, go ahead and be racist. But when you attach power to it, that's when you start affecting people and look like me and many others that you feel you're greater than based on your skin color. But also, I want to say to a lot of these brothers as well, these same little females, a lot of you will go fool with too. Then you get caught up with them. Then all of a sudden you're crying and saying you're a victim. Always remember, the same little females that's wearing these Donald Trump hats will be going after black men in college. Same ones. And if they get caught by the wrong one, then they're all of a sudden going to say, you raped me. Or they'll be like the Ezekiel Elliott situation. Like the white female told him, they'll believe me because I'm white. There's some of you ignorant brothers, because you are coochie hounds. You think with the head in your pants and out with the head on your shoulders. Me, I'm just trying to protect you brothers at all times. I know good and well, not every woman is a good woman that you need to be around or you need to be laying down with. Just want to put that out there for the brothers, especially the young brothers out there who don't know much about the world just yet. But forget these females. They knew what they was doing. And you got what you deserve walking in the area like that. That'd be like me walking up in the area where there's a bunch of alt-right and I'm walking around with a Black Lives Matter shirt, and I don't think that's not going to cause a problem. Like, come on. That's just kind of like, that's real silly at that point. I mean, don't you think? Most people in the country can't stand 45. But yeah, you're going to openly support him. And what in the hell wrong with these people that they got this allegiance to 45? What is that? They've had other Republican presidents before, and I've never seen them act this way like they act with this idiot. They walk around with a bunch of Bush gear or a bunch of Reagan gear or whoever else that was president. I've never seen them act this way, like they're acting with this guy. They looking like this guy gonna save him from something. He's not your savior. He's not your messiah. He can't do crap for you, but you know, that's them, and they'll find out the hard way. But I don't have no sympathy for these females at all. Your parents should have raised you right and taught you better. But if they're teaching you to support Donald Trump, I kind of wonder. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story and why these females think that they're going to get a warm reception walking around Howard University with a Donald Trump hat on. Silly. Share the video, like the commentary, and subscribe for more news stories.